Welcome to Heart of Calm, where peace truly begins from within you. To the woman who has entered her 50s. The one who has spent half her life caring for others. Who has been the anchor for her family, her children, and for so many unspoken dreams and worries. Now, as the noise begins to soften, as silver threads touch your hair, and your eyes look at life with a deeper stillness, perhaps you've begun to wonder. Who am I, now that no one seems to need me the way they once did? Turning 50 is not the beginning of an end. It is an invitation to come back to yourself, to live the rest of your days with more love and less pain. This video is a gentle pause, just for you. A moment to breathe, to look inward, and to release what no longer needs to be carried. Because when you let go, you'll see that peace was never far away. It's just, you forgot how to return to it. Linda is 58. She lives in a quiet suburb, in a house that once echoed with the laughter of two sons. Now, both have families of their own, miles away. Every morning, Linda still wakes early, makes breakfast for one, and sits by the window, watching the light shift through the trees. Sometimes she checks her phone, hoping for a message. But often, there's nothing. Her calls with her sons have grown shorter. And on her birthday this year, the youngest called late, apologizing for a work emergency. She smiled, but her heart sank, just a little. Weekends used to be filled with noise and warmth. Now they're the quietest parts of her week. Her husband is still around, but they feel like roommates, exchanging only the necessary words. And Linda began to wonder, if I'm no longer a busy mother, no longer the wife holding everything together, then who am I? One day, while looking for calming music, she stumbled upon a podcast. A soft voice, speaking of impermanence, letting go, and coming home to oneself. There was one line that didn't try to fix anything, but gently opened something inside her. Letting go. Not because we no longer care, but because we've come to understand what's meant to stay, and what's ready to go. That night, she turned off the lights and sat in silence. She cried, not out of sadness, but because for the first time in a long time, she felt herself again. Since then, every morning, she writes down 3 things. One thing to let go of, one thing she's grateful for, and one thing she's learning to forgive. Her children still don't call every day. Her husband hasn't changed. But Linda has started to return home. Peace didn't come from being needed. It came from no longer abandoning herself. Letting go is not something you do once and never again. It is a quiet, daily returning to what is real. After 50, we no longer have the energy to keep chasing everything. But what we do have is a gift even more precious: the capacity to pause. When we were younger, we believed peace would come when others understood us, when our children called more often, when our partner said the right things. But time has a gentle way of teaching us otherwise. Even the beautiful things change. And what remains is this one breath, this one moment, this quiet space within. You don't need to sit for hours in meditation. Just begin. Each morning, before the world rushes in, place your hand on your chest and ask softly, what am I still holding on to today? Maybe it's a dream that didn't unfold, a fear that keeps returning, A feeling that you are no longer needed. Don't force yourself to let it go. Just breathe with it. Sit beside it, like you would sit beside a child. And whisper gently, "It's okay. If this is something I no longer need to carry." Let it fall away, like a leaf on the breeze. Day by day. One gentle breath at a time. You begin to loosen your grip. Not because you're giving up, but because you are remembering who you really are. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is how we return to what is light, true, and beautifully whole. Perhaps you've always thought that letting go is for someone else. For those who are wise enough, strong enough, spiritual enough. But not you. You're just a woman, quietly holding together so many invisible pieces. Behind everyday meals. Behind quiet tears no one sees. Behind smiles that keep others from worrying. But the truth is, you are the one who needs gentleness the most. Not from others, but from yourself. If today you cannot let go, that's okay, truly. Just look at what you're still holding. Not to fix it. Not to fight it. Just to say to yourself, softly, "Yes, I see you. I see the weight you carry." And maybe something will begin to shift. Not because you forced it to leave, but because you finally allowed it to rest. Letting go doesn't always look like strength. Sometimes it looks like a woman sitting in silence, tears falling, not from sadness, but from the first rain that softens the dry season of her soul. Thank you for sitting here, not just with me, but with your own heart. On this path of returning, sometimes one quiet moment of awareness is all it takes to begin a whole new season of your life. Maybe tomorrow you'll still feel heavy. Maybe you'll still be holding on. But dear one, you have seen yourself today. And that is already everything. I offer this quiet energy to every woman who is carrying more than anyone knows, who is gently learning how to soften her grip. May you, little by little, find your way back to the gentle path within. If this video meant something to you, you're welcome to leave a word, a heart emoji, or simply take one deep breath with us, just so we know you're still here, and you're still walking on the gentle path.